My experience has been in corporate audiovisual production over the last 20 years, and during that time, put a special emphasis on video conferencing and other collaborative technologies that allow, in an event setting, for people to be able to communicate sort of one-to-many more effectively and efficiently. One of the things that's also interesting about bringing rich media technology to the e-learning space is that, in some ways, the student has an advantage over students that are actually live in the classroom. If you're in a classroom with 50 or 100 people and the instructor asks a question, it may not always be comfortable for a student to say, well, hold on a second, I didn't really understand that. Oftentimes they don't ask those questions when they should, or there's a lack of context. One good example is, let's say there's some legal brief that a law student hasn't read yet and the instructor is going to cover. If I'm an online student or I'm looking at an on-demand online legal program or training, I can actually hit pause. I can download the PDF or go to the website where that legal brief exists. I can read it, come back, and then I now have the context that I was lacking or would have been lacking as a student in the room. In the same way, I think that that the motion pictures were revolutionized by the addition of audio soundtracks. I think the experience of learning is enhanced by the addition of video to the mix as well. Over 70% of the communication that we share as individuals is nonverbal. It's the expression on my face, the tone of voice associated with those expressions, my hand gestures, that all communicate every bit as effectively, if not more so, than as if you didn't have that. One way that video has revolutionized learning specifically as it relates to sort of online programming is that we really get a sense, a very clear sense, in watching a presenter, even boring presenters, watching how they're saying what they're saying, and our brains are processing that information in a completely different way than if we were just listening. I also think that it's much more engaging. It holds your attention if you get to see somebody, even if they're just standing behind a lectern. But when you have a very dynamic speaker, you have a Tony Robbins type of speaker, you don't want to just listen to them unless you have no choice and you're jogging or driving. You want to watch them. And so the addition of that makes that a much more compelling and engaging learning experience than what we've had in the past where there was just audio. I think that because of YouTube and other video programming that's now being created by internet users, I think we're going to see a completely different expectation from students. They're going to expect, not desire, to be able to see their instructors and what their instructors have to say and see it on their faces.